All right. It's Jared here from Crypto Plan. No music today, just a quick little market update. I couldn't wait till this afternoon. I can see some things happening, so I thought I'd get it out there early. But yeah, please do the same thing. Like, subscribe if you're new, and click that notification bell if you want to be notified about these, I guess, not so much on the pulse market updates, but maybe foreseeing the future a little bit through the charts. So let's get right into it. We are on the Hathor chart. I've been requested to do this as an update. These videos don't generally get as much views, so I'll just do them as part of this general market update. Hathor has had a very good run the last few days. Green candles, good volume, but we want to see some kind of some of these bigger volume days come in. Of what are we looking at? Want to kind of see maybe some 5 million plus volume come in on a daily candle. We have all the indicators are doing the right thing. The stock has crossed over, it's on the up. The RSI is heading towards the bull zone, so all is good for Hathor. We just have that $1.65 price range we need to clear, and then the all-time high as well. So I think once we clear that 165 and flip that as from resistance into support, we'll kind of bounce off that again and then firing out of there. And I'd say the next move will be nice, and hopefully pushing up towards that $4.20 range, which we've had mapped out for a while there. But yeah, Hathor has been in a decent accumulation period. What is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, maybe up to 20 days there. So that's pretty normal, considering it had quite a quick rush up to 90 cents there, a bit of a cup, and then another leg up. So it's kind of a bit normal that has been accumulating for the last couple of weeks. What else are we looking at? One Harmony, just quickly. I thought it had flipped that resistance into support, but it clear and like I said in my last video, it has come back down and touched inside. Now I just want to make it clear with these videos, like there's two kind of personalities you've got in crypto. One is the hodl, hold, dollar cost averaging. Do what you want with that. I think, like I've said in other videos, if you bought at any time on this chart on a weekly basis, you're in the green, right? When I do these videos, I'm talking about trading. I'm talking about buying breakouts, so that's why I've had this zone here. So I'm saying anywhere in this zone is a good accumulation zone. When I say don't get sucked into a FOMO trade, I'm talking about don't sit on your hands when the thing's accumulating and then see it run up in price and get sucked in and going, I got to buy, and I'll miss out if I don't buy now. Because it trains you as a trader and as an accumulator. When things aren't so volatile, that's the time to be buying, in my mind. And then when things are running really fast, that's the time to sit back and watch your portfolio grow, not be kind of, oh my goodness, I missed out, and that's why I said buy all the way up to 23, 24 cents, because that's when you're showing, the chart's showing that it's moving up to a breakout, and then you'll find that the big move happens once it breaks out. So you might even wake up one day and it goes from 25 cents to 35 cents, and then you've kind of missed out, buying at a lower entry. And then just remembering as well that the lower you get it in price, the higher your profits are because of percentages, right? So, the difference between 1 or 2 cents now is huge when you're talking about getting into the dollars, $2, $3 range, from a percentage gain scenario. So I'm definitely not saying don't buy it at 27 cents. I'm just saying right now it's in an accumulation zone, and take advantage of that and buy up to a certain point, or have a trading plan anyway. So I'll leave that at that. Game credits, it's in a bullish accumulation, like I like to call these things the dragons. When I see these things, I just know what's happening, so it's a big neck and this kind of dragon head going on. Somebody's accused me of being a bit of a tripper in the past, but you can kind of see that it's like bullish, it flies on up there, and then it kind of, it's grinding its way out to a point where it's going to fly out again. So game credits is definitely, once again, in that accumulation zone. Anywhere in the middle of the 57 cents down to 30 cents is a buy right now if you're not in, or even if you're adding to your bag, because this thing, if it hits its all-time highs, like $3 to $5 to $10, is definitely in the question. So there's lots left in game. REEF, I've just done a video on that, but same scenario. Bullish indicators, volume is up, but I think we just want to see these candles step up. I want to see these green candles step up over the next few days to really confirm that we're wanting to be testing all-time highs. Cake, just in a little accumulation zone. Again, and if we go down to the 4-hourly, it seems to like to do this kind of triangle pattern where it like pushes up to a good point, lets you know where it wants to be, then comes back down aggressively, and then kind of grinds its way in. Same back on the game credits chart, pushes right up, comes right back down, scares you, lower high, and then kind of grinds in the middle, right? Some people are asking about an update on Band. I mean, has been an accumulation for a long time. We know where it can go, like good entry point, $14, knowing that in a bull market, it's going to test that 20 easily very soon. So for a short-term trade, the downside risk at 11 is a lot less than the upside gain at 20 odd there. So once again, there's a range here to be buying in. I think, ideally if you were buying all these dips at 11 over the journey recently, you would be in a good position to capture the most gains possible. Going back to the daily, because this is what we're about. I'm not seeing that super volume spike that we probably want to see. But we're definitely bullish on the indicators. Maybe the RSI is kind of flattening out there a little bit because of this red candle. But yeah, you got to remember these altcoins follow other altcoins and follow Bitcoin. But one that I am super excited about, that I did kind of make a small entry into, and I think I said in one of my comments to the community, is Dent. So I was sitting on the sidelines and noticed this thing on my exchange flying out there doing 100% days and didn't react to it. But anyway, I looked at it and I thought, well, it's only still a low market cap project, and even though I've kind of haven't got in early, it's still pretty early in the scheme of things, because it's a low market cap coin. I think it was 500 million or something like that. And you can see that it's very quickly done this cup and handle, or, this cup thing, maybe to do a little tiny handle, go to the 4-hourly to kind of get that. So you can see straight away these things that accumulate in these kind of cuppy kind of patterns. They go around, they test their all-time high, and then they pull back a little bit because, for whatever reason, that's just what happens. It's kind of people going, yep, all-time highs come in, I'm going to sell, or whatever happens. It could be to do with algorithms. I don't know. I'm not trying to predict that. It's just, I've been watching that. I see that happen. So, but yeah, once again, this 10-cent range was a great accumulation zone. I think if it dips a third of the way down there, back to 12.50, it would be a good time to still add more to Dent before it does the next leg up, which for me, probably going to see it repeat that move again. So what would Dent be doing then? Dent would be kind of pushing to be up towards the 40 cent range. Might get a little bit conservative just to begin with. Yeah, maybe 40 cent range if we're super lucky and super bullish. So good time to buy something that could do a 2 or 3x very shortly. And it's proven there that it does like to have good runs of days where it just keeps going up and up without looking backwards. So Dent is bullish. And another one, just kind of because I'd been noticing it and it was kind of put on the radar, and I did a hidden gems video on it, was WANCHAIN. I think well done if you kind of saw that. I didn't get in. I didn't I chose BNB on that day. Not BNB. I chose banned on that day when I was looking into a new trade. Didn't choose WANCHAIN. But yeah, you can see that it's super bullish, and so people are commenting about how good the fundamentals are, and you know that it's teaming up with XRPs and dots and stuff like that. So that's good. That's good to see that you know, people have got their fingers on the pulse and they're sending in these suggestions, and then they do something, you know. So yeah, well done if you did kind of enter a trade somewhere around here, because yeah, it's done a good little run there. So WANCHAIN is good. Seems like a lot of these things on Binance are doing all right. It's kind of a lot of trading and staking and stuff going on there. I went down the rabbit hole, and I've got all my REEF kind of liquidity pooled and my cakes stacking at the moment. So as much of a head crush as it was, and it's funny, when I was trying to convert my REEF tokens to the BP 20s, I like freaked out and I thought I'd lost them because I had to send it to an address in one hit, and I sent it to an address. I copy and paste the address, but I ended up sending it back to its own address of the ERC20 token. So I was like, it went and it completed, but it's still there. And I was like, what the hell's going on? Is, you know, someone going to take it off me? Anyway, I redid the transaction, and it all happened. So the little freak out was over. So I'm currently printing cake, which is good. You know, I think that's, you know, a good little side earner there. I think it's like over 100 API for both of those, staking pool and the liquidity pool there, or the liquidity farming. So yeah, have a look at it if you're into it. I'm using the Trust wallet, yeah, with the Pancake Swap DApp or whatever. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And yeah, once again, just that last bit on the WANCHAIN here, you know, this is what I'm talking about when I say seeing these breakouts. So we've got indicators going up. We had those couple of days where it went green and the volume increased, and then the big candle. So these are the kind of signals you're looking for, you know. So if you get if you see a good couple of green candles stepping up, and then halfway through the day, the candle's already at that level of the previous day's candle, it's got a half a day to go, and the buying is good, that's a good kind of signal or an entry point, you know, to kind of maybe jump onto that momentum of the trade before it breaks out of its previous all-time high. So, but you know, you can also see here on WANCHAIN, it kind of tested a level and pulled back fairly quickly. So as bullish as it is, it's still quite volatile in there. And that's why I say chasing these candles up here, and you go, bang, it's moving, I buy there, you know, or I buy there thinking it's going up forever, and the next thing you know, it's pulled back on you, you know. So buying just below the all-time high is a safe bet, because at least that will be your stop loss, you know, for the future, to buy kind of here, it runs up, then you set your stop loss of the previous all-time high. So it's kind of a good strategy to have. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. Like and subscribe, do all that stuff. Quick update, and I'll be back with the musical intros in the future, because I know some people are liking them. Bye now.